Shall we get into it then? Shall we get into match one? Joreuz versus Shadi for Salt Mine 3 promo relegations over in Europe. I'm going to tell the players to go. Let's see if they're ready for this. Joreuz is in. Shadi is not. It's fine. That was scuffed. I'm just going to pause it and restart because I don't want them to feel like pressure to go for a kickoff with, you know, half a second of countdown since you spawned in. Let's just restart that one and see how we're getting on. Joreuz looking to re-qualify to defend his Salt Mine title. He wasn't able to play stage 1, but he can play stage 2 though. He's already rolled through the closed qualifier yesterday, and now he's trying to take a spot away from Shadi, who had a bit of a tough stage 1, not able to win any series in that. Well, let's find out if he can qualify again. Shadi, you know, he proved that he deserved that spot. In order to make Salt Mine 3 stage 1, Shadi beat Joreuz, which is an incredible result. Joreuz, one of the best players in the European 1 scene right now. Shadi took him down. Now here he goes into the air with a flip reset. Don't think he landed that one. Joreuz is going to take it away from him. Yeah, Joreuz was in fine form in yesterday's closed qualifier, completely destroying his last 2 matches, and he's opened the scoring here to go up 1-0 against the Saudi Arabian. Yeah, I think you guys can still put your beans on the match if you want to. Nice bump by Joreuz. Open net. It's an easy one. Very nice kickoff continuation by Joreuz. Wave dash into the bump. I think Shadi saw it coming, but there was really nowhere to go there. He had to flip back or he was going to leave his net open regardless. Joreuz is piling on the pressure. He might have a chance with another kickoff from the other wall. It's Joreuz with 2 kickoff goals in a row. Shadi very side onto that one. Not the best technique with his connection on the ball. Pretty low as well, if I'm being honest with you guys. I really do wonder if Joreuz is going to have a similar sort of track record with Salt Mine as FairJame did. FairJame wasn't the top guy in NA in the run-up to Salt Mine 3. But there's just something about this tournament that brings the best out of these 1v1 legends. Nice shot there by Joreuz, faking the air dribble. Shadi pre-jumping to block it, just gets completely countered by the ground shot. Yeah, if Joreuz can keep this up, it's going to be Shadi who's in a lot of trouble here. Neither player on their last life yet. They're in a double elimination bracket at the moment. There are 2 players down there in the lower bracket for this promo relegation tournament, namely Hyder and Atomic. That's EU Atomic, of course, not NA Atomic. Shadi Joreuz up here, and so are Atto and Joreuz on the other side of the bracket. Be sure to tune into twitch.tv/subpar_button_HD if you want to catch that match at the same time. Nice save by Joreuz here. Shadi was able to spot that attempted challenge coming towards him, but still couldn't hit the ball past him. Shadi into the air. He will have no luck in that avenue either. Joreuz with a nice backcall recovery and outplay as he scores on the counter. It's just too simple for Joreuz right now. Shadi needs to find some kind of weakness in the defending champion's playbook. And if Shadi's previous Salt Mine 3 play is going to be what he looks to emulate, the ground game is where he's the strongest. That's, in my opinion, where he does most of his work. Nice read there by Joreuz. He missed the open net, but managed to read the downward bounce and double tap it in anyway. 6-0 is a crushing game 1 here. Shadi really struggles to get going. You know, even if he can get his offense going, the level that Joreuz is at right now is definitely quite scary to go up against. Nice play here though by Shadi. Boost has been stolen. He bumps Joreuz out of the way. Will this be the first goal for him? I think it should be with that kind of position, but he's not been able to do anything with it. Joreuz closes the gap with almost no boost to his name, evening out the position. In fact, now stealing Shadi's boost away. Missed his double reset attempt, or his single flip reset attempt, I should say, with the early dodge, but he continues to dispossess Shadi with really no difficulty at all. Joreuz delaying his flip here. In fact, a bit too much. Shadi dispossesses him. Joreuz knew there wasn't really a shooting angle available for Saudi Arabian in that instance. A nice demo by Shadi. He's still got a long time left in game 1. This is a chance for him to show off his aerial mechanics. Instead, he decides to go low here. Fake aerial play by Shadi. Now getting a little bit closer before starting. Very efficient play. And the flip reset is good. Follow through had some bump involved. That was a really nice approach there by Shadi. He had tons of boost left over because of the fact that he faked the wall takeoff and instead took off from the ground from a much closer position. Now, despite the scoreline currently being 6-1 in favor of Joreuz, the field domination is dead even. Well, make that 6-2 in favor of Joreuz. Shadi starting to gain some momentum here in game 1. You know, that was almost a save by Joreuz by pull-shotting Shadi into the ball. Shadi's going to have an open net here. Kickoff goal on the inside. Joreuz getting completely crushed on that one. Notice that Joreuz was trying to force the ball around the outside of Shadi there, but that avenue was completely shut down. 3-goal game. Joreuz half flips in the kickoff. Shadi sees it and a monster flick to the top corner. Makes it a 2-goal game. Well, what a comeback this is. He saw Joreuz half flipping, wasted absolutely no time in conventionally flicking the ball. Top bins. That is an absolute peach. And look at the time that's remaining. I feel like it was 2 minutes left in the clock when Joreuz led 6-0. And now Shadi building another advantage for himself. He picks up mid-boost. What an explosive 30 seconds by the relatively inexperienced player. He may be a Salt Mine 3 Stage 1 main event player. Joreuz has a whole lot more competition to his name than Shadi does. Shadi's got no boost to his name right now either, but that's a nice 50-50. He'll be able to pick that corner boost up off the back of this one. Lots of fakes in the early approach by Shadi. This time he let the ball roll just a bit too far off the front of his car, and he wasn't able to catch up to it before trying to launch the flick on target. Now, does Joreuz decide to go for this? He does it. Plays for the safe angle instead. Boost advantage for the Dutchman. Shadi going to try and stay on the ball regardless. I think now he has to back off. Indeed he does. Joreuz air dribbling high, but Shadi saves it with a crossbar pinch. Joreuz recovers immediately and stays in control. This has been a great end of the game though by Shadi. Can he score this from an impossible angle? Not with Joreuz recovery getting in the way. Shadi is fighting for possession late in the game. Joreuz knows what Shadi's up to though. He's making it very difficult for Shadi to get clean, clear looks at the ball. Here's one. Can Shadi find an opening? Looks like he may have dribbled that one a bit too far wide before deciding to cut in. Looking to path over small pads now. Joreuz just has to survive. One more touch. That should do it. It was a scary comeback for Joreuz to deal with. The deal with it he has. And he confirms the win in the first game. He really has to switch the momentum of this series because Shadi has stepped it up big time at the end of this opening game. Let's take a look at the Next Rank post-game stats. Remember, the Next Rank is still a site you can sign up for early access to get a discount when the website fully releases. And also another note on that, apparently Jack and I are currently recording one short video every week for the nextrank.com email list. And you can sign up for that if you want access to those videos for free on the nextrank.com. Yeah, like I said during the match there, pretty even field control. Even when Joreuz was leading 6-0 in this game, Shadi was still in a really good position when it comes to field control, 50-50 in that regard. You know, Joreuz had lots of possession though, especially towards the end of the game. Shadi was sticking to the ball, looking to create some opportunities, but Joreuz didn't really give him any clear-cut chances. Actually, a quick mention for all of you guys who are interested in checking out the official podcast for Salt Mine 3. That is, of course, the Chalkcast. I believe we're going to be live immediately after my stream tonight. And we are actually trying to interview the Chalkcast community, which is a little bit risky, I know, but we're going to go for it. We're going to be getting viewers live on the stream. And we're going to talk to them about whatever they want to ask us, whatever they want to talk about right now. There's a lot of things to talk about right now in Rocket League. A lot of things, Epic Games, Psyonix related, esports related, and many other. Right now we get into game 2 for Salt Mine 3, and Shadi is going to get into the Octane. He's looking extremely bubbly for the start of the second game. That's actually a 5-goal spree, though, between this game and last one. Oof, that's super risky. I mean, yeah, we know. We're still going to try it, though, I reckon, because we want to, you know, chat to the community. We hear what people are saying. I feel like it's sometimes very difficult for content creators, casters, pro players in any scene, but, you know, especially Rocket League, to stay in touch with what the community is thinking about. Oh, hold on. What a touch by Joreuz. He disguised that one so well. He's been going for back corner possession plays all game. Faked one there, and Shadi advanced to try and intercept it and get scored on. That is so sneaky by Joreuz. But it makes perfect sense with all the plays he's been going for. It. Look at this as well by Joreuz, by the way. In and out kickoff. He's really pioneering the just completely leave the ball kickoff strats right now. Out of all the top players in the past year, I think maybe Joreuz and Dark have been coming up with the most realistic ways to do this against a top tier competition. So really nice to see that. Creativity aplenty for Joreuz. Yes, it's so difficult for Shadi now because he can't just continue to pressure the ball like he did at the end of the last game. When Joreuz is threatening shots like that, it backs Shadi up. He hasn't backed him up here. That's a perfect challenge. Really nicely done by Shadi. Aerial shot on the open net with confidence. You know, you could try to do this in your own games as well. It's a very easy concept to implement at any rank, in any game mode. You know, a couple of heavy, hard shots, whether it's to your opponent's net or to your opponent's backboard, it forces them to respect immediate shots at all times. And they're much less likely to just close the gap and challenge you after they've seen a couple of heavy hits early in a game. Heavy hit there by Joreuz. Air dribble straight at Shadi and a dunk at the end of it to tie the game 2-2. Joreuz nearly got bowled over there by Shadi's kickoff, but he has recovered well. Shadi with the boost advantage now at mid. Looking to go straight at Joreuz's goal. And he finds the top corner again with a reverse 45-degree flick. Lovely stuff by Shadi here. Not giving Joreuz any time to grab boost. He just went straight for the kill on that play. And it worked out. Third lead that he's had. He's not yet been able to extend one to 2 goals. Another possession play for Shadi here. Decides to flick early because he saw Joreuz hiding behind the ball. Joreuz with a heavy hit straight above Shadi's head. That's going to be a tough one to handle, but handle it. Exactly what Shadi's done. Very nicely done. Another early shot by Joreuz. That one was a bit of a weak one, lacking lots of power. But again, he's just doing this to keep Shadi honest. He doesn't want Shadi to get comfortable in the lobby. That was great evasion by their Dutchman on the back wall there. Staying safe from any potential bump and now closing down any thoughts Shadi may have had. Counter-attacking. Shadi's boost starting to run a bit dry here. One awkward touch before he leaves, but the ball bounces up wonderfully for Joreuz. He's going to use that as an aerial takeoff. Flip reset is good, and you've got to be careful if you're going to try and waste time by popping the ball into Joreuz's back corner. You better not get too much height on it, or he could use that against you. And I think, you know, Shadi definitely messed up on that occasion. It's a good idea to touch the ball awkwardly when you're leaving your opponent's half, but that was not how I would describe an awkward touch for Joreuz to deal with. Delayed kickoff for Shadi. Again, puts him up by 1 though. Joreuz completely bounced off the ball there. Joreuz has tried a lot of wave dash recovery kickoffs, so this is a smart adaptation by Shadi. If there's one thing that will stop your opponent from just spamming wave dash recovery kickoffs at you, it's what Shadi did there. So, you know, a lot of players in the 1 scene need to be taking notes. You know, wasn't a lot of adaptation with kickoffs from Zen, from TRK. Was it TRK played against Moxie? I think it was. And Naupo as well. All the players who lost to Moxie in the Stage 1 playoffs were getting destroyed by wave dash recovery kickoffs. That's one thing you can do to stop a player from having consistent success with it. Continued back and forth here. Another tie game. Joreuz does go back to that wave dash recovery after just 1 dodge into the ball. on the previous one. Not a hard counter, the delayed kickoff, but it does make your opponent think. Beautiful pressure play by Joreuz here. Yet almost no boost to speak of, but he saw an opening. Completely dunking on Shadi as he tried to take the ball to his back corner. The other match that is currently being streamed is being streamed by twitch.tv/subpar but in HD. Cole is going to be covering the action over there. Yeah, definitely give him a look, see how it's getting on. I know some of you guys are going to be watching both matches at the same time. Have they commenced over there? Nice bump by Shadi. Joreuz tried to use the back wall as an approach to save this one. Shadi did a fantastic job getting in front of the ball at the last second. Joreuz was, I think, just a millimeter away from hitting that one before he got clattered out of the way. They're in game 2 over there. Who won game 1? Who took game 1 in that one? I didn't actually have a chance to look myself. I expect Rally versus Atto to be a very close game. Both those players are quite familiar with each other, I'm sure. That's interesting. Joreuz faked a wave dash towards the ball there, perhaps looking to make Shadi panic. Shadi did not, and that's why he's been able to keep control of the possession and the boost advantage. He's got a nice angle with the dribble here. It's going to be tough for Joreuz to stop all of Shadi's possibilities in this play. That's one of them. Cuts in field, and it's blocked by Joreuz. Shadi delayed the shot. Oh, he's panicked. He's just jumped straight past the ball. A massive mistake by the Saudi Arabian, and Joreuz punishes him. The double save by the Dutchman was enough. Oh, that's just a panic jump by Shadi. He must have thought Joreuz was right next to him in that play, but there was no need. Another delayed kickoff. Nicely done by Shadi, but Joreuz shakes it off. And now he's coming at Shadi. Looking for the demo perhaps, or maybe just a catch on Shadi. There it is, indeed, the catch. Shadi with a 40 boost takeoff from the wall. Not able to get too much on that wall shot. Joreuz once again controlling the game in the closing stages. This time it's just 1 goal though, so he's got to be very careful here. Fake by Joreuz, gets hard right. Shadi's got an open net. Well, what a read by Shadi. He decided to take his time though. Joreuz gets back and easily saves it. Well, I do wonder if Shadi just ripped that one immediately, would Joreuz have had any chance of saving it? Shadi keeps it up at 0 seconds regardless. Joreuz has got a shot at the ground though. Shadi keeps it up again. It's a nice bounce for him, but a very difficult position to go full pitch air dribble with. He's going to try. Shadi with the full pitch air dribble. Flip reset. Top shelf shot. It's hit the bar though. Honestly, a great try, but not quite enough. And Joreuz will have triple match point. Extremely close at the end though. I could totally understand why Shadi wouldn't immediately shoot that. It looked like it may, if he took the shot early before even looking to see where Joreuz was, he may have been able to boom it to the right side of the goal before Joreuz got back. But yeah, when he takes his time like that, you're never going to have the opening anymore. Let's take a look at the bracket, see the update on the other match, if we have one. And yeah, it looks like we do. 2-0 over here for Joreuz, and 1-1 between Atto and Rally. That one is turning out to be close, as we expected. Very close games though, even though it's 2-0 here. It was 6-4 in game 1. Shadi on a 4-goal run at the end of that game. 6-5 in game 2. Shadi actually led for most of this one. Looks like his ping is spiked in the start of this game. I'm not sure if he's got any issues. Yeah, I think he does. He stopped moving here. I'm just going to go ahead and ask him. Looks like he's got 313 ping for some reason. And yeah, we will get a server change here very quickly before we get game 3 underway. All right, Shadi's happy with the ping now. Green is, I mean, that's as good as you can get for anyone, but especially playing from Saudi Arabia and the European servers, that's phenomenal. But okay, I think we're good to start game 3. 2-0 for Joreuz, and he's going to pull out something a little bit special for you guys. He's not needed a card change, but But he's decided to go for one anyway. I don't know, I've not seen a lot of Joreuz play recently, but has he been playing? He must have been playing this today, surely. Has he been tweeting at all about what are they calling this in the game? I haven't actually loaded it myself. What's it called in the game? The Lightning McQueen car? What's the name in the game? It sounds fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. It's just called McQueen. Yeah, Dominus hitbox though, right? Oh dear, Joreuz, what is that? He might have just been mesmerized by himself on that play. He decided to pre-jump the air dribble. Didn't really work out. I think he got a bit distracted looking at his own car there. Yeah, it's a Dominus hitbox. Or what other cars have been released here? Is it just this one? Oh! What shot by Shadi! Free flip to completely switch the direction of the ball. That is unsavable. What a finish. Just by looking at which direction Shadi's car was aligning with the ball there, you'd think it's going across the goal. But he pre-flips under the ball, shoots it over Joreuz's shoulder. Absolutely insane. Perfect start here in game 3. I mean, with how close this series has gone, I don't think a car change is a good idea for Joreuz, personally. I think he was doing a pretty good job in the Fennec, and Shadi's starting to expose him now. Good speed by Shadi there, completely reading Joreuz's timing on the aerial. Taking a strong lead in game 3. Nice save by Joreuz. Shadi with an immediate recovery and a boost steal will keep the pressure on though. Should still be 4-0 if he can keep this under control. Not quite though. Joreuz nips back into position, takes the possession away. Joreuz delaying a flick, not really getting too much on it there with the backflip. Shadi with a very nice takeoff. Extremely efficient. Once again, pre-flips to put the ball past Joreuz. He's catching the ball at the end of these flips every time. And look how difficult that makes it for Joreuz to know where the shot is going. Shadi pre-flipping under the ball there. Catch it on the far side. Yeah, this might be the only game we see Joreuz outside of the Fennec today, if this is any indication of how it's going to go. Well, let's see if he can turn the tide of the match though with a ceiling shot. It's nice to wait a little bit. It wasn't lining up too cleanly for the immediate flip. Shadi with a save. He's looking better and better by the minute here. That's a beautiful flip reset if he got one. I'm not sure if he did. He may have just used it as a fake there. But if he managed to pre-flip onto that, it would have been spectacular. Joreuz here. Oh, he's missed the open net. Surely it's still wide open. It is. Okay. For a second there, I thought Joreuz had just flipped underneath the ball, but it stayed in front of him. That's a ridiculous nothing touch there by Joreuz to stop the ball rather than hitting it. Still plenty of time left in game 3 for Joreuz to come back and start to chip away at the lead. Now Shadi is looking more and more confident with every passing minute. I've got to say, after the start of game 1 I was very worried for him, but he is looking phenomenal all of a sudden. Look at him go. Not holding back on any of his plays. He's up by 3 and he's still going for big goals every single time. And he's making it work. Another 4-goal lead. It's been by far Joreuz's messiest game. But Shadi's look spectacular. Shadi jumping early here, getting faked out by Joreuz who goes low. It looks like Shadi tried to land on the post actually with the way that he was leaning his car there. He was not in fact flying towards the post though, so he ended up completely out of position. Shadi's flick fails. Joreuz with another opportunity. He's not going to miss that one. And that might be the first big mistake Shadi has made all game. 2-goal miss with a 3-goal lead. Not a nice position with this much time left on the clock against a salt mine defending champion. Shadi still in control though. Decides to dribble with ball cam on. Doesn't really get too much out of that. Joreuz closes the gap, dispossesses him, and scores a fourth. He's warming up to the occasion now. It wasn't the hot start he wanted. Maybe he's getting used to the hitbox as we go here. I know it's a hitbox that he's played plenty of times before, the Dominus, but the same hitbox can feel extremely different in two different visuals. Shadi with a big flick from the halfway line. That's going to go in. That is an absolute beast. He jumped inside his own half. He actually released the flick from the halfway line exactly. And it flew over a charging Joreuz. 2-goal game once again. You know, one thing that kind of has gone a little bit out the window in this third game for Joreuz is his boost management. His time on low boost, a lot higher than Shadi. And this, you know, is partly due to Shadi's improved game, of course, but Joreuz has spent more than half this game on less than 33 boosts, which is a big deal at this level. He's trying to make up for the lack of boost on this play with some wall dashes. Shadi's still able to get back and stop him. Joreuz taking game 3, so he's up in his series. We might be about to head to a 2-1 score in this one as well if Shadi can continue the successful game that he's having. Beautiful demo by Shadi. Jumped into that one, makes it 8-4. You know, this could be something Joreuz regrets because the confidence really came out the gate. As soon as Shadi saw Joreuz switch car, he showed up like a different player completely. I've got to also commend him for his improved aerial game. This is ridiculous. He was definitely a bit of a ground game merchant when he qualified for stage 1. Now he's got a phenomenal flip reset in his back pocket. And, you know, he's probably had that for a while, but to be able to pull it out in a tournament like this against a player like Joreuz, that's a different level of confidence. Can he put 10 past the defending champ? Yes, he can. Joreuz in and out save. Close, but not close enough. What do you guys think is going to happen here? 1 in chat if you think Joreuz switches back to the Fennec. 2 if he doesn't. I know you guys on YouTube can't see it switch chat. Don't worry, I'll inform you of the result. We do have a sea of 1s coming into the chat right now, as you would expect. And I would agree. I think he should definitely be switching back. It was a very different looking series when he was playing in that Fennec hitbox. I know Shadi's now in the Fennec and he's getting his first win as well. That disciplined playstyle that it brings out of Joreuz these days, in my opinion, is what a player like him needs. Joreuz has plenty flair and creativity that just comes naturally with his gameplay. I think the Fennec is the perfect car for him to balance it all out. Strong performance by Shadi, dominating almost every single stat. Let's take a look at the bracket to confirm the scoreline for the Atto versus Joreuz series. Remember that neither of these matches that are currently happening are elimination matches, but if you want to have two tries at qualifying for Stage 2 main event, you have to win this series. Joreuz Shadi now 2-1 in favor of Joreuz. Joreuz 2-1 up over Atto. Both are qualifying players doing quite well here against the 2 players who are defending their main event spots. But yeah, if Atto, Shadi, well, if any of these players lose this round, they're going to need to win 3 in a row in the lower bracket in order to qualify for Salt Mine to EU main event. It looks like we need another server change. Shadi's ping is spiked to 300 there. Bit of a strange issue he's having. He's got a good server and then we restart for the next game. and it turns into a bad server. So yeah, I'm not sure why that is, but we'll get straight back into another one. Game 3 moments ago, dominant performance by Shadi. And you're not going to be surprised to see that for Game 3, Joreuz has switched back to the Fennec. Sensible man, Joreuz, at least in this instance. He's got another problem to deal with. It's not just the fact that his gameplay deteriorated in that second game, that third game I should say. Shadi elevated massively and Joreuz has to be on his best behavior if he's going to win this one and stay in the upper bracket. Nice little bump to send Shadi out of position and leave the net wide open. That's a big bounce. In fact, Joreuz will be able to play this one if he wants to. He just lets Shadi have it though. Joreuz with some very nice boost management in this exchange. Shadi might underestimate Joreuz if he's not careful. Oh, what a shot. Shadi accidentally post pinches it out though. He tried to dunk that one in and he didn't get the read on the bounce right. That was initially though a very nice shot by Shadi. Joreuz staying goal side. Boosted pistol and away. Joreuz with 17 to his name. Shadi up into the air, flip reset low. And this shot across the goal also goes on the wrong side of the post, but Shadi's able to eliminate Joreuz on the landing, and he just got the shot off over the top of a respawning Joreuz. And that would have been extremely dramatic. I feel like during stage 1 we were commenting all the time about how we didn't see any near post respawns almost. I really do think that there's a crazy streak at one point of far post respawns from demos. That time Joreuz did spawn near post and it nearly had an impact immediately. There shouldn't be ads. I don't think we've had ads during the match. Have we, chat? We've not had any ads during the match if I'm not mistaken. Good wall shot there by Joreuz. Confident finish from the angled open net there. It's all about the speed and the approach there for Joreuz. The faster he can get into position to shoot the ball, the easier the angle is to hit. Joreuz trying to get back. Oh, he's tripped up Shadi. That would have been wide open for Shadi's kickoff, but Joreuz tripped him up. And now he's got the ball for himself. Wants to go low. Shadi's blocked that one. This is fine though for Joreuz. Again, he dribbles the ball back into his corner. Frustrating Shadi. Wasting time. Oh, that's not wasted a lot of time though. That touch did nothing of the sort. Joreuz accidentally concedes possession. Very soft touch there by Joreuz. Looking to hit the ball to his back corner. He hit it into the middle of the box. Shadi gladly accepted the 1 goal donation. Massive dunk kickoff there by Joreuz. What did Shadi do in this one to lose it so hard? Well, he definitely messed that one up mechanically. He jumped straight into the ball one time and leaned forward slightly. His thumb may have slipped off the joystick while he tried to lean back there. He didn't make the same mistake on this one, and comes Shadi with the off-the-ball air dribble. Flip reset is good. Didn't need a bump that time. Shadi strikes straight over Joreuz. 3-3, another close game. Now, this would be extremely scary for Joreuz if Shadi can come back. Shadi's been a very difficult player to stop in the last 2 games. Fake jump by Joreuz. Shadi plays a nice delaying touch though. Joreuz keeping his eye on Shadi in that play. Shadi nearly double taps it into his own net. Does recover and block the near post off quite well though, and scores before Joreuz can recover. Great defense by Shadi, forcing Joreuz wide. You know, even if Joreuz did hit that on target, I think Shadi had the angle covered. It's back corner kickoff possession for Joreuz now. Into the air he goes. Lovely bounce to set up this air dribble. Fakes a high flick, shoots low. Shadi is refusing to pre-jump. That's a couple times now that Joreuz has looked for it. He has not got it at all. You know, we're seeing another game here where Shadi is really dominating in the boost department. Joreuz has spent 58% of this game below 34 boosts. Shadi, only a third of the game below 34 boost. He's really outplayed Joreuz in that regard. 2 goals in it now. Shadi running away with the game, maybe running away with the series. Momentum completely swung now in his favor. Picks up the demo and Joreuz and gets ready to start yet another back corner air dribble. Instead it's a fake. He's done this a couple times. Fakes the wall play, lets the ball bounce, and into the air he goes. This time with the bump. The mix-ups from Shadi continuing to cause problems for Joreuz. It was the clean air dribble before. Now a rapid takeoff for the air dribble bump. One that Joreuz was not able to counter at all. Shadi up by 3 now. The triple match point Joreuz looking weaker and weaker with every passing second. This is scary. Shadi running away with the ball again. This should be a 4th into the lead for him. It is. Shadi is just completely controlling Joreuz. He's got the possession, he's got the boost advantage, and he's completely nullifying one of the greatest players to ever play 1v1. Joreuz fires back though. Shadi taking his sweet time on that play. Couldn't make up his mind what to do. He actually did take a look behind him to see where Joreuz was. I don't think he realized how close Joreuz was going to be in the following seconds. Oh, Joreuz has just redirected that in his own net. What? How has he managed that? It looked like he read the shot perfectly, but he managed to get in front of it somehow. Redirect it into the bottom corner. I honestly don't know how he's managed that touch. That's a spectacularly difficult touch to make. Not what Joreuz needed right now, of course. I think he's fired back. Yeah, he should. He has made this difficult enough for Shadi to save. And he can score on the follow-up. Still a minute for Joreuz. But 3 goals. It's going to feel like a long way back when Shadi's controlling the game like this. It's once again Shadi on the ball. Joreuz once again redirecting the ball on target, following up with an immediate shot. Looking for the demo here. Shadi's not having it. Runs up the back wall. And he's got full control once again. Shadi with the open net to make it 4. Joreuz has lost yet another match point here. He's on his last life, and it does not look good for him anymore. Shadi is dominating these games. The first 2 games were extremely close. Games 3 and 4 have been pretty dominant for a Saudi Arabian player. Showing absolutely no respect to Joreuz there. Just lunging in. He has missed the ball though, and that gives Joreuz an opening, which he's missed. And Shadi pre-flips to redirect the ball the full length of the pitch. If that went on target, that would have been one of the most ridiculous touches I've ever seen. But luckily for Joreuz, he is not going to be in a highlight reel on the receiving end of that one. He's been a monster with the pre-flips, by the way. Shadi in game 3, pre-flipping every single touch. In this game as well, pre-flipping a whole bunch. I love that as well by Shadi, making... Oh, wait! Okay, you gotta hit the ball, though. I mean, the strategy's good, but you've actually gotta hit the ball when you do it. He just left it. Well, I mean, it's obviously Joreuz is gonna go for that. In hindsight, Shadi should just hit the ball. But the idea is a good one. Just make sure you get into midfield play, but Joreuz scored straight away, so it didn't really count for midfield play, I suppose. Should still be fine, though. Pretty difficult to score 3 goals in quick succession like that. Joreuz will not manage. We're going to game 5. Shadi defending his Salt Mine 3 main event spot like his life depends on it. I'm not sure if you guys saw at the end of the game there. Joreuz did leave the lobby. I'm getting a little bit worried here. Is he going to come back in and Lightning McQueen once again and just have another disaster class? I guess only a minute till we find out. Yeah, Shadi's just completely crushed him in that game. Joreuz had nothing. No possession, no position, no boost. He's been beaten in just about every category there. But let's take a look at the bracket. We do have an updated scoreline for our other matchup. And yeah, Durali is advanced. It's looking good for was looking good for the qualified players, the closed qualifier players, Joreuz and Drally. Now, Joreuz is struggling over here, but Drally is into the upper final. He's going to get 2 chances to qualify for Salt Mine 3 main event. And if I had to guess, he would love another shot at Drally. Because like I said earlier, get another shot at Shadi, sorry. Like I said earlier, it was Shadi who eliminated Drally from Stage 1 qualification. And we may get a rematch for that once again as a qualifier match for Salt Mine 3 main event. But not yet, though. Joreuz has one more chance. He's not switched car. He's back in the Fennec for Game 5. Can he turn the momentum back around? Shadi has looked like a completely different beast in Games 3 and 4. He's dominated both Games 3 and 4 and won them more convincingly than Joreuz won Game 1 and 2. What kind of Joreuz is it going to be for the final game of the series? Yeah, Drally versus Shadi in the qualifier was definitely one of the saltiest matches in the tournament so far. I would not mind seeing that. Nothing against Joreuz, but yeah, that would be an interesting one. That would be an interesting rematch. You know, nothing... it really is no shame for Joreuz to lose to Shadi when Shadi's playing like this, but I think Joreuz will still be pretty annoyed that he changed car when he was doing as well as he was. He was just, you know, a little bit better than his opponent, and now he's let Shadi get into the match, and Shadi's got a bunch of confidence. You don't want to give these young mechie players any confidence. That's when it can get out of control like it did in the last 2 games, but it's Joreuz who opened to scoring in this one. Not the most powerful open net, but an accurate one. That's really all he needed when Shadi was that out of position. It's a really good kickoff for Joreuz. He's bumped Shadi a couple of times to force Shadi into a touch. He doesn't really want to make. Shadi's got no boost here. He's got to be careful if he flips in the midfield. Joreuz is going to try and demo him. He's just going to play the ball though. Shadi's staying in a very safe position. It's a pre-flip from Joreuz, goes wide. But these pre-flip shots are just a joy to watch. They're so difficult to read. Now Joreuz pre-flipping into a reset. He's taking a leaf out of Shadi's playbook. He's got him under immense pressure here. Shadi composed as ever. Just catches the ball in his own goal line and scores on the counter to make it 1-1. That one was against the run of play. You know, Shadi there showing why it's almost always safe to early flick the ball coming out of defense in 1v1. An early flick can lead to a follow-up for yourself, and it can even lead to immediate goals if your opponent dives and takes himself out of the game. Joreuz faking once, going the second time, reads the bounce with ease, puts himself up by 1 again. That's such a convincing fake by Joreuz. He had Shadi on the back foot that entire time that he was air rolling. (2-1). Joreuz in front once again. The kickoffs are going well for him here. This is much better. Shadi will come away with the ball in this one. Joreuz has 100 boost to defend with. Shadi with the angle dribble. Joreuz with the recovery to deny the open net. And now it's Joreuz on the infield dribble to go up 3-1. Shadi's drive challenge did not connect. He was trying to demo Joreuz here. He didn't realize Joreuz was cutting in field. He tried to counter Joreuz going down the line. Delayed kickoff for Shadi. Once again, he does get the ball off the back of that. Air dribble bump. Connects for Shadi. And you gotta wonder, should Joreuz have seen that one coming? Shadi at no point went for a flip on this one. I mean, even if he did see it coming, it's too late. He tried to bump Shadi into the ball there, but Shadi had way more momentum than Joreuz did. 1 goal gap. Shadi looking deadly in offense. Joreuz looking like a more disciplined version of his earlier self. It's a great touch from Shadi. See, the touches like that are difficult for Joreuz to work with. He can't air dribble that one with an efficient takeoff. He has to wait for the ball to come to him. Joreuz faking the double tap. Shadi's panicked. He's lost control, and it's open for Joreuz. Shadi must have been worried about the double tap here because he jumped to try and take control of the ball. And he just could not do it. It was a very awkward touch though, to be fair. Joreuz kickoff goal. Attempt goes way wide. Shadi's got the ball in the back corner now. Not the most efficient takeoff for the air dribble. Not really a lot of ways to do much with it that time. Shadi's got to be careful here. He's got no boost to play with. Joreuz slaps a shot from midfield and it's in. An unnecessary risk for Shadi. He tried to get right back on the play, but he did not have the boost to be playing like that. Joreuz with another sets up for an in and out save on the kickoff. He's just left the ball there, giving it to Shadi. Joreuz is so confident with his saves in these positions, so he'd rather give his opponent a shot just to guarantee that he'll make it into a midfield position. No direct kickoff goals against that play. Joreuz with a wave dash on Shadi's car. Shadi trying to turn and take the ball. He can't do it. He's missed the back corner boost on the turn there. Did not have the time to go for it with a wider angle. This is so frustrating for Shadi. Finally, he gets his hands on the ball though. One missed touch from Joreuz is all it took, but Shadi gives it right back to him. Not the best flick, especially compared to some of the parlors we saw earlier on today from him. In the critical moments, it's falling apart for Shadi. Joreuz more consistent in game 5. Now leads by 4 goals. With just a minute left on the clock. What a step up by Joreuz. Losing control of the series. But still, confidence with his execution. You know, the main thing for Joreuz in this game has been activity. In the previous games, he's been a little bit beaten for possession by Shadi, but not this one. Joreuz deletes the ball with a flick over Shadi. Now he leads 7-2. Unlike the last 2 games, ball touches in favor of Joreuz here. He's just had more to do. It's a pretty easy calculation to make. Whoever hits the ball more tends to win more, tends to score more. Especially in the world of 1v1 where air dribbles are so prevalent. But it's not over yet. 23 seconds left. Shadi's still fighting for the impossible comeback. That's a good result with a kickoff. Can he get a good flick on target? Just 7 boosts. Not enough. Joreuz easily saves. And now that should be game over. Shadi's going to give it one more go. At this point, it really is in impossible comeback territory. This will be even faster than Moxie's comeback against Zen. I told you in that match, Moxie needed a kickoff possession, a kickoff goal and a 0-second goal. Well, Shadi needs 2 kickoff goals and a 0-second goal, and he's not going to get this one. Joreuz confirms the win. He prevents the comeback, stays in the upper bracket in what turned out to be an extremely competitive series. Well played to Shadi there, never giving up, even though it started off pretty rough for him. But Joreuz too strong. When it got to the business end of the series, he was the more consistent player. Joreuz advancing to the upper final for the promo relegation playoffs for EU Stage 2. Shadi is now in the lower bracket. His next match will be streamed by Subpar but in HD against Atomic, who qualified yesterday through the lower qualifier, or the lower bracket, I should say. Yeah, highlights are now rolling for the whole series. A couple of people asking, will there be a Chalkcast after this stream? The answer is yes. We're going to be live with Chalkcast. Whether or not we manage to get the viewers on, or if that's going to be another day, we will be live with Chalkcast regardless. Yeah, shout out to Rizzo and CJ. Going to be linking up with them later on to do another live Chalkcast episode for you guys. We just got done recording today, actually, for our one of our bonus episodes for the Patreon. Actually, the first bonus episode that we've done where we react to Chalkcast members' content. If that's something you're interested in, then yeah, that can all be seen on the Chalkcast Patreon. We'll take a look at the updated bracket in a minute. I know a couple of people asking to see what's coming up next. But before we get to that, we're going to take a look at post-series stats. So it's going to be quite an interesting one. Close series like these always do tend to be quite split down the middle with the statistics, and I'm sure this one will be no different, because we saw some pretty good games at the start for Joreuz, some very dominant games for Shadi, and then a strong end of the series for Joreuz there. So yeah, even though Joreuz was the winner of the series, Shadi did have more possession, did have more field control, mostly from the third and fourth games there, where he was by far the better player. Yeah, let's take a look at that bracket. See what's coming up next. I did mention that Shadi is going to be playing again. He's not out. He's going to be playing against Atomic in the lower bracket, but we're going to be covering the other lower quarterfinal match, Atto versus Hyder. And that's going to be the start of another lower bracket run for Hyder. I mean, he went on a lower bracket run, 6 wins in a row. Well, one of them was a forfeit, but 5 wins in a row yesterday to make it to where he is now. Now he needs 3 more. So if he does qualify, if Hyder or Atomic qualify to Salt Mine main event today, it will be 8 series wins in a row. 8 series wins, which is crazy. And some of the names that they're taking down are very serious contenders as well. Those were not easy runs. We can talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to be covering the Hyder versus Atto match. And Cole and Subpar NHG is going to be covering Shadi versus Atomic. So don't go too far. Back in a few minutes with more Salt Mine 3 promo rel action.